Hello everybody, Tailstorm360 here, and today I'm going to take a look at the Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Donatello, the brains of the group. So, here's a quick look at him right now. You could say he's and right there, moving him to the side, I'm going to be taking a look at his empty package. Oh, Donnie just fell over. But this is kind of the last turtle figure I've purchased. I got him on Tuesday, and right there, purple Donatello, inventor and weaponeer of the group. Have the nice turtles there. Look upward. There's that. Not important. All the figures in wave 1 is clearly shown. I have every single turtle now and Splinter. But what I'm looking for now is April O'Neil and Shredder. And if you want an army build, I'm probably going to do army building, but these, I guess so, but more foot soldiers than Krang, because the Krang have I'll get to him later, but I don't have the figure. So, going to his bio, it says, inventive and detailed-oriented, Donatello may be the only mutant turtle that doesn't mind a little time indoors. After all, where would the Ninja Teens be without all his incredible battle creations? From the Shell Razor to the robot Metalhead, Donatello's mind is just as sharp as the blade on the Naginata bow staff. Weapons is the Naginata is pretty much relatively speaking, a 6-foot bow staff with a blade. Well, in the show, I haven't seen that yet, so then his team is Ninja Turtles. Throwing the box aside and bringing back Donatello back up, I just want to, let's see. Okay, I got one. What I forgot to mention is all the figures do include a booklet. It's in every single package, but right now kind of they've updated them. So here is all the figures. Actually, basically you have a checklist, all the turtles, and the ones that went on was Dog Pound, Fish Face, Metalhead. That was it on the box though, because that's wave 1. But wave 2 was kind of the newer ones was Dog Pound is obvious, and Fish Face, and Metalhead. They just came out. But the newer ones you have to look for is Snakeweed and Baxter Stockman, but then Leatherhead was introduced though, but he's not in this pamphlet yet. You have the sound effects, Leo, Mikey, Raph, and Donnie, and Shredder. You got Flingers. I just seen them on eBay right now. I feel like these are kind of pointless, but they're fun for kids. I'm not going to review. I am getting this just as soon, but they should have shown that this was a Toys R Us exclusive. I'm kind of upset it is, but it's understandable though. But these are also Toys R Us exclusives. They have so much exclusives. These, they're giant figures. They're just 11 inches tall, and they have a storage on their back shell, and they're basically the same figure. They're just these guys, but bigger. Nothing changed. No change. Then you get the pizza set. The pop-up pizza place at Anchovy Alley. Pops into a pizza box, and pizza box converts. So I'm looking forward to this set. I'll be on the look, and currently they've introduced with Leatherhead, there's going to be a Shredder hide layer, just similar to this one, but modified a little bit. Then you get Leo's the Stealth Sword. Okay, that's good. Then you'll get the Turtle Com, which is cool, but it just includes ninja training, missions, jokes, trivia, and a lot more. Then you get these role-playing things, which I have all of them. So I'm gonna review them in a video. Get to them. Then you get Mutant and Ooze, which everyone is happy about. So you get the slime there with your random turtle figures. Then you get the slime figures. I saw a review on these, and they look pretty pointless. These, I guess, are okay. I got that. I'm going to get that. Then the weapon rider I might, but I heard this was a piece of crap. I don't know. I've seen these. They're the newest ones right now. They combine that stuff. Leo and Donnie's, I think, are the only. Yeah, Leo and Raph's is the only ones that fire or something. So, and we get the Shell Razor, which I want. So I'll be looking out for it. And this is the pamphlet. And Donnie just fell over again, which is maddening. And oh yeah, also Donnie has a crush on April, which is a controversy, guys, because Casey is gonna come in the second season, and I'm thinking these guys are gonna fight. They're gonna beat up each other to get April. That's kind of weird. So he has the strap. It's different than Leo's. His has a ring. He has the purple bandana too. The problem I did, just looking at him, he looks normal, but when I got this guy, his eyes were vaguely colored. They were not white. They were just purple. Eyes were just purple. What I did with him when I got him out of the package, was pretty much I had to paint the eyes on myself, which I was very. That was kind of upsetting a little bit, though. Then he's kind of stiff though too. There's missing paint application on his bandana, but I can't show you. But it's there. Then there's some on his knee that need to be painted. That and Donatello is kind of. It's my favorite turtle is between Donatello and Raphael. So I'm mostly Donatello, but a lotly like him. So I'm a hybrid on two. So articulation is always 360. 360 does its job. Um, Donatello's his downward is not much. We get him looking up, so that's good. Ring around here, this, rotate this around. Then it's pretty basic. What I did find is he looks kind of, his neck looks kind of, it looks like it's on a tilt though, so I'm not sure about that, but that's what you get. That's what they went with. His accessories, his main weapon is his bow staff. On the package it doesn't matter, I'll get to that later, because he does include that on his spew. Out of all the turtle figures, I think Donnie and Mikey are the weakest out of all the accessories he gets, though, because Raphael and Leonardo get more weapons than they do. So, and I'm not trying to, but his bow staff is everyone is on the fence about this because I get it. It's small. Here's Donnie. I'll size compare it with a Dr. Pepper. It's small. Well, that's not much, though. I'm not saying much there. But it's up to his chin, it looks like. That's very unfortunate. And to make it look like a piece of wood, I get it, but then if you want to, you can paint this up yourself. Just make sure it doesn't. I'm not gonna do it on mine because I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna shred the paint off with his hands, and that won't look good. You just feel like it's smaller on this side, so you have to slide it in here. Then put it in here, and he holds that, and you can see how small that is. You can see. I'm not complaining about the bow staff though, but there's that, and then he stores it in his back, and he fits really well. It's not falling out. His weapon on the spew is this nunchuck bow staff, this nunchucky bow staff. That's what I'm calling it. If you guys know, I'm not gonna use this that much because it looks weird. I understand it, and Donatello's falling over to death. This came out with stress marks on the chain, which I am kind of upset about a little bit though. It's not the seller's fault for it's not the but it's just he came with it's just the stress on these chains. It just bothers me. And despite and with Donatello having a tough grip, other than Raph of the turtles, he holds it okay, but it's just weird. I'm not gonna display him with this one anyway, so here's his Naginata, his bladed bow staff. You can't tell it's a blade because it's not painted. This is the blade, right there. Looks like a miniature butter knife. His thick side is right there, so you're gonna have to stick very painfully up his hand. He holds it okay. He holds it okay. It's like his stand. It's the same size as his. I think he's gonna use this bladed bow staff in the future of the show, though. But the bladed one's small. It's slightly smaller than his normal one, so that's all I have to say about that. Then he comes with two giant shurikens. I'll refer to these later for another video though, but these are pretty good. They're also included with the big Donatello, a 11-inch Toys R Us exclusive. I'm not sure what to do with these. This is all he can do with them, and probably between his fingers. But I'm gonna mainly use the bladed bow staff in this one. So comparison, he towers every single turtle. Mikey is kind of the smallest one, but he's closer to the camera, so. And he's setting his brothers to the side of on the back. He's taller than Splinter. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Splinter should be this tall. He should. Well, I don't know. He should have been, but I'll get to the problems later with them, with Splinter. Right. Let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah, you can see right there. This is my review. I'm going to review a Can you believe it, guys? Lego finally came out with Ninja Turtle Lego sets. So be on the lookout for these. I'm going to review the Lego sets. So I'm happy about that. And yes, Donatello's eyes are a little brighter. They're bigger and a little than Mikey, Raph, and Leo, because I painted them and he needed the paint. And my final thoughts on Donatello, I give him a thumbs up. His shurikens are kind of a useless weapon. His bladed one's okay. His flaws are his height, or the height of the stabs together. They could have been a little bigger, but I can't complain. And the fact that my Donatello's eyes were not painted white, I had to do it myself. Gives me a little down off this character, since he's one of my favorite characters out of the Turtles. I like Mikey and Leo, but they're kind of my brother's favorite. And Donatello was my long expected turtle, because he is rare in stores, and you can't really, if you're looking for him, pick him up before anyone else does, and you won't regret it. But make sure when you're buying figures, make sure they're painted. Don't get the ones that are not painted. That's the look on all the Ninja Turtles. And then the others, I'm gonna do the secondary characters, and I don't know what else. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.